She's a light to move on in, and they'll be right for the Crown Perth handicap. Tam Touch Geraldton Cup racing action tomorrow. The red light goes on. All clear given, and they're away to the last with Kia Aura Star amongst the first to move. Wild Fusion jumped away quickly. Skin and Tins. Oceans 15 is starting to speed forward. And through the first 250, he's going to look for the lead on Oceans 15. Pressure coming, though, from the inside. Kia Aura Star, and now around them, Skin and Tins pushes up, but Oceans 15 leads them. Rumraker settled in behind that group, down on the inside, about fifth, being closely followed by Indian Chant. She's a light pulling its way around them there in the turquoise silks, being followed by Baby Blues. Back on the inside of her then came Snippy Miss, having to steady. Then Finger Mark, Anvil Green. Nice going last is Aragain. Passing the 700, Oceans 15, who had to work for the front, leads the way. He's starting to stoke him up. He's riding his ears off coming to the home corner. He wants to switch off. On his outside, Skin and Tins. Wild Fusion around them, three wide. Then Kia Aura Star tucked away back in behind them, waiting for an opening coming into the corner under some pressure. Indian Champ. Rumraker looking for the shortest way home. Right back against the rail. And Baby Blues to the outside. Oceans 15, Skin and Tins together. Skin and Tins had grabbed the lead from Oceans 15. A length and a half away behind those. Then Kia Aura Star. She's a light. Wild Fusion. Indian Chant searching for a run. 50 to go. Skin and Tins down the outside. Snippy Miss. Baby Blues. She's a light. She's a light. Got the head in front. And in a busy finish. She's a light. She's a light just wins from Snippy Miss. Baby Blues. And they've got the Skin and Tins. Oceans 15 in the last little bit. Wider out, Finger Markers run on. Wild Fusion's there as well in that group. Just behind them, Nice Go, Rumraker, Indian Chant, Kia Aura Star, Anvil Green and Aragain. She's a light. Patrick Carberry wins the last of the day. Probably from Snippy Miss and Baby Blues. Skin and Tins in behind them. 13, She's a Light, tramp deep, and has ground away to claim a slender victory in the Crown Perth handicap. Handled by Patrick Carberry. Number 13 will be the winner from the yard of Alan Matthews, a Tavistock mare, with a fourth win now in 12. And she's been in very consistent form, with the exception of one run the day that she led and compounded back there earlier in March. And today she's covered some ground, and she has just got there a fighting victory. Now here are the minor placings coming up. Number 14, Snippy Miss, Clint Johnston Porter is second. 11, Baby Blues, Joe as a party third. Fourth, number 3, Skin and Tins. 13, 14, 11, 3. A short neck, a short half head were margins. 125.51 posted for the 1400, 36.17 the sectional. The favourite finishes unplaced, Oceans 15. They rode for speed today. They urged him along, and Jared Noski, well, he just was scrubbing and just riding it along and making sure that the horse at least stayed in some form of rhythm, but he just wanted to turn off, and Oceans 15 was succumbed over the final part there to be beaten out of the placings. Bringing us to an end this afternoon's card. The winner by Tavistock for the White Diamond Group D, Neil S. Neil, AJ and C. Govers, along with J and A. Boas. Prepared at Mouchet by Alan Matthews. Winning rider Patrick Carberry in the last. Snippy Miss by Snippet Son. Out of Medico Miss, Clint Johnston Porter aboard for Adam Durant. 11, Baby Blues third in by City Place from Ruby Blue Eyes, handled by Joe as a party for the David Harrison stable. And that is it today, with Watch Me Dance taking out the Sires. A wonderful end to her campaign. Sean McGruddy aboard a double today for Shooter McGruddy, and Spiritual Warrior continued on his winning way by taking out the WA Cup. They were the highlights, and the boys will be dissecting all of the racing action today. Tomorrow on the Aftermath between 8 and 9 o'clock. Hope you can join them then. I'll be with you tomorrow from the Geraldton Turf Club on Tab Touch Geraldton Gold Cup Day. Until then, for now, it's a very good evening from Ascot.
I have trainer Alan Matthews with me now. Alan, a wide gate you had to contend with. What were your discussions with Paddy pre-race?
It was our intention to lead. We were going to go forward and hopefully something crossed us. yeah, after we went 100 metres and I couldn't find her and she was back 3 deep, running about 7th or 8th, I thought, well, there's that plan gone out the window. Look, she's a gutsy little filly. Paddy had his first ride on her last start because my ex-apprentice Emma had been riding her and won a couple of races on her. Paddy said he made a blue. He said he laid a couple of good ones around her arse at the 100 and he said she didn't like it one bit. So he said, I won't be doing that again. So obviously refrained from that today. Look, that's why we put him on 3 deep, just patient, waited, and you know, she's toughed it out really well.
So great of him to be able to pick that up last start and bring it to today. By Tavistock, do you expect her to get over further?
Look, we definitely want to get to a mile, and we did scratch last week from a mile from a bad draw. Thought she wanted the one more run at 1400, so yeah, she'll definitely go to a mile now.
She covered the extra ground today and did it well. Well done.
Thank you.
Alan Matthews, trainer of She's a Light, and Alan's team just ticking over nicely this week. A winner on Wednesday and also an improved runner on Wednesday as well. So it was a good way to finish the day. And Scott, it was the one that you said at double figures would be the one that you wanted to be on. It didn't eventuate like you thought, like Alan thought. They thought they would find the front. She had to do it the tough way, but it was a really good effort.
It certainly was, Britton. I echo the sentiments of Alan Matthews last start. She didn't quite get the best of luck on that occasion. There were horses, she was in a really good spot, but there were horses making their runs around her, and Patrick Carberry elected to stay in. She probably just wasn't quite travelling well enough to pull off heels, but when she did get clear in the last 100, it was a really good closing effort. So personally, I thought that she might be able to find the front today with all those leaders being scratched, but it was a tricky little map and she got no luck, but she was still good enough.
Yep, she certainly was. Looking forward to seeing what she can do over a mile next start. It's been a big 10-race program. What was the highlight for you? Are you in the Spiritual Warrior WA Cup or more a Watch Me Dance side?
I think I'm a Watch Me Dance sort of fan because of the fact that she was placed in the Gym Crack, placed in the Karrakatta. She deserved that, and Spiritual Warrior, well, he's just a marvel.
Absolutely. 61 kilos, 3,200 metres, no worries whatsoever. It's been a great meeting from Ascot. You'll be at Geraldton tomorrow to cover all the action?
Yes, Tab Touch Gold, Geraldton Cup Day. I'll be there with Taylor Cortland.
All right, looking forward to watching your coverage. It's been a pleasure to have your company on Sky Thoroughbred Central this afternoon.